An intelligent mistake. Lucifer calculated the consequence and pros and cons of his decision to rebel against God and thought it was worth trying to become God and the ruler of the universe. According to his logic, there was very possibility that he could win in this battle. This is exactly what Lucifer thought. The Lord revealed this to me by his Spirit. All disciples, listen and know this secret. According to the universal law, it is right and possible to annihilate anything that has a beginning. Anything that was created and has a beginning can be destroyed, but it's neither right nor possible to destroy and annihilate something that never had a beginning. If it is possible to destroy that which doesn't have any beginning, God would have destroyed the eternal darkness long ago. God had been being bothered by that eternal darkness since eternity, but God didn't destroy it for some strange reason. Right now, I am a created being, and God could destroy me if I rebel against Him. But what would happen if I received that eternal darkness into me? I too would become equal to God because I would have eternity in me. If God is eternal and indestructible, the eternal darkness too is indestructible because it is uncreated. Maybe I would become equal with God, or maybe I would be superior to God. This is because I would have something extra in me. I would have the uncreated indestructible force and entity in me, and as an additional feature, I would have the created beauty, perfection, and wisdom in me too. So, there is very possibility that God would be unable and unwilling to punish me or destroy me. If at all he attempted to annihilate me, I could question him about how he was violating the universal law of justice. If God did it, he would have a record of having done something wrong and would lose his right to rule the universe. Being a God who always does the right thing, he may not destroy me. If he doesn't destroy me, then I could work out my own plans to conquer and rule the universe someday in the future. If I fight with God in my own power, I am sure to lose the battle. But what if I became the dwelling place of the eternal darkness that has remained unconquerable even to God since eternity and surrendered my personality and individuality to this eternal semi individual forces? Would I not be indestructible and unconquerable to God? While educating the created sons of God, God said that if any of the created sons become the abodes of the darkness and became anti God, there would be a full scale war between such anti God forces and God, and that at the end, the rebellious sons would surely lose the battle and end up in eternal destruction. But how could we be so sure of the defeat of the rebels? Such a rebellion had never taken place in the universe. It might be a different story. The rebels might win or at least compel God to compromise and allow the rebels to be formed into a different kingdom, the kingdom of darkness. That would be a welcome department, welcome development. Either I would overcome God and become the new ruler of the universe, or I would split God's kingdom into two and form a new kingdom for myself. Lucifer calculated the pros and cons of a cup in heaven. Of course, the risk is great, but it is worth taking the risk, said the chief of the archangels in his heart. Lucifer, the most intelligent and wise among the created sons of God, had calculated well. He didn't make a hasty decision. He made a mistake. There can be no doubt about it. There can be no justification for Lucifer's rebellion. But he thought well, calculated all the consequences and effects, and then decided to go ahead anyway with these plans to rebel against God. Lucifer had decided to revolt against God just because there was an indestructible force called eternal darkness available to make him almost equal with God. He would never have revolted against the Creator if there was no possibility for him to acquire indestructibly by absorbing the eternal darkness. Lucifer made a mistake, but it was calculated mistake, a deliberate mistake, and a costly mistake for himself.